want to show you this really cool tuning that I kind of came up with on my own, kind of discovered it myself. I'm sure it pre-existed my discovery, but I've never seen anybody play with it, and so I actually originally came up with it as a fix for playing lap steel, and I'll show you. Here we go. Okay, so I came up with this tuning when I was playing lap steel, and I realized, you know, it's really easy to play major chords, but I want an E minor chord and I couldn't get it. I have to do like just play a power chord, or go up to here and play G instead of E minor or something like that. And so I wanted to be able to play major and minor triads on the lap steel. So what I did was I tuned the B string down to A. So I ended up with what I call a G2 tuning. So it's D, G, D, G, A, D. See, I can get an E minor now. Here's D major. And it sounds like a pedal steel. It's kind of like having a B bender. So it was kind of an effort to kind of get a pedal steel sound. All right, let me put this down. So I didn't really think about it for acoustic guitar or fingerstyle guitar until one day I was just like looking for new tunings to mess around with. And I decided, you know what, let me try that tuning and see what it does. And I was just blown away by all the different things you could do. And I'm going to do another video, some fun chords in open G2 tuning. I'll do a more thorough kind of examination and give you lots of diagrams and things like that. But right now I just kind of want to show you the tuning a little bit. And so what it is basically we're tuned D. Okay, so we have the fifth on the bottom, which is never optimal, but it's what we have. Then we have G, and I'm going to fine tune it here. Then D, G, and so far this is exactly like open G tuning. Okay, with just a bunch of D's and G's. Then the next string, the B string, would normally just be a B, but I'm going to tune it down to A. It already is. And then the top string is going to be D. So everything is the same as open G except the B string is tuned down to A. And what that does is it gives us more options, I really believe, for fingerstyle. For example, I can play in G major by just putting my second finger on the second fret of the second string. But I can also play in G minor if I just go to the first fret. Isn't that awesome? So now I can go G major or G minor in an open tuning, which is really nice. What this tuning does is it really makes minor chords very easy to play. So you're going to have to use your first finger as a bar for a lot of chords, but the nice thing is you don't have to put a lot of fingers in front of it. If you just bar at the 5th fret, top 5 strings, you get a C2 chord. And if you hammer on or place on the 3rd finger 2 frets up, you get C major or C minor. Okay? You go up 2 more frets, you get D major or D minor. Okay? And then the other thing is you've got a root there and a second, so you can place I like doing this, get the 3rd and the 2nd in there. So what I'm doing is I'm playing 5, nothing on the bottom string, but 5, 5, 7, 7, 5. And you get this really cool C2 chord with the 3rd and the 2nd in there. Just slide it up 2 frets. And you get a D2 chord. You can do the same thing in open position. Get a G2 chord. Okay? And then, where the magic happens is if you put the 2nd and the minor 3rd in at the same time. So like, for example, if I go G minor and the 2nd, isn't that awesome? You know how hard that chord would normally be? It's super easy this way. Here's E minor second, D second, E minor second, E minor 2 chord, D2, C2, G2. So that, to me, is one of the best things about this scale. Now, whenever you do an open tuning, you always want to notice where are the strings the same. So, for example, we have 2 G strings, we have 3 D strings. So anything I do on the D, do that, or if I want to go on the G string, the 5th string, I can do the same thing. I can just do octaves, and so anything that you do on one string will work on the other. If it works on one, it'll work on the other string. Also, you can do like power chords, and again, I'm going to do another video where I go into great detail about all of the chord options, or not all of them, but I'll do a lot of them. But you could do like a power chord, like that, and then listen to some of these open strings and see how they sound. Just kind of experiment around. Chords that would be normally very difficult, like this minor second chord, would be very difficult. It's actually fairly simple. Sounds great too. I love that sound. So yeah, so just mess around with that tuning and see what you can come up with on your own. But again, like I said, I love it for being able to play minor chords and major chords easily without having to do some crazy, unfingerable shape to get a minor chord out of a major tuning. Obviously, if you were in a minor tuning, like if I tune this to be G minor tuning, it would be fairly easy to make it major by putting one finger down like this, and then make it minor by taking the finger off. You could do that too, but I love having that second in there. So I love having that A in there. And you can hammer it on. So there you go. Hopefully that was cool, and you can get some cool sounds out of it. Get some cool songs. Like I said, follow me, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and when that video comes out of the fun chords in open G2 tuning, you'll be one of the first to know about it. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.